Hi guys, it's Michelle. Oh, Lena, you're first. Yay. Hi guys. Hey Nancy. Good to see you guys. I'm Deb. I'm gonna wait Hey. I'm gonna wait a few seconds and let a few more people join. Some people who I knew were going to join me today. I'm going to be making Sheldon live for you today in punch art. I'm really excited about this one. This is really cool. Using some new punches that I usually haven't used for, oh, you're welcome for the reminder. Thanks for coming over. I've used some punches that I usually don't find myself grabbing too often to do punch art, and I'm really, really glad I started because now I have some really cool ideas for them. So, ooh, hi from Maryland. Good to see you. Yep, Sheldon is a dinosaur, even though everybody thinks I did it because of Pete's Dragon coming out in August. He kind of does look like Pete's Dragon, but that wasn't where my head went when I did it. For some reason, I decided when I saw the weekly deals this week and the Flower Medallion Punch came up on sale, I decided this kind of really reminded me of some plates on the back of a dinosaur. I'm telling you guys, you don't want to be in my head. It's scary in there, the things that I see when shapes come out. Oh, hi, Sydney, Australia. Thanks for coming. All right, so you guys ready to get started? First of all, before I start, you know I'm directionally challenged. So, Debbie, am I right side up today? Does everything look like I'm in the right direction? Let me know. Woo! Yay! I did it right the first time. All right. No craning your neck this time. All right. So Sheldon started out with a 2.5-inch circle. Let me scoot him over here. Started out with a 2.5-inch circle. And I know I've said it before when I've done punch art presentations, but one of the things that will really make your punch art stand out is if you add sponging to it, to add the dimension to it. Now, I do usually one of 3 different types of sponging. I either do a darker, which I did on this one, I used soft suede. And by the way, this is Wild Wasabi and Pear Pizzazz cardstock. So if you want it to look like mine, those are the two colors I used. So on this one with the Wild Wasabi and the Pear Pizzazz, I sponged all my edges with soft suede, and you can tell it kind of it gives them more of a pop, so you can get more of that dimension in there. And also you see it makes the pieces stand out from each other. They kind of tend to blend in if you don't make them, you don't distinguish your edges. So we started with a 2.5-inch circle. And the next thing I did was I punched out a flower medallion. Now, let me grab my snips. There are a few things I use when I'm doing punch art. Definitely need to have a pair of snips because you need to get in those tight little edges and things. The other thing I use, I don't know if you guys, we don't sell this at Stampin' Up, but I love this. It's called a pick-me-up. And mine is well loved. I've had 2 of them for a long, long time. But these are really cool. They have a, well, it's supposed to be a really good pointy end, but I've used it many times and bent mine. This end actually comes out and it has a flat end, looks like a little screwdriver. Really nice for picking up pieces or just kind of scooting pieces over when you're working with little pieces. So that goes on that end, and then on this end, this top here just unscrews, and mine's stuck together because I used it last night. Oops. Okay, anyway, mine unscrews usually. See if I can pop it off. Anyway, under here, there's this stuff. I know when I worked in the school system, we called it blue goo. It's just a gummy, sticky, so I don't know what it's made of, but blue goo. And it's great because you can pick up pieces with it, and it's great for doing the eyeballs and little pieces that you want to pick up and not get your fingers in the middle of the glue because it'll stain. So I use that. Like I said, I use sponges, and of course my punches. Now I use the flower medallion for the plates on the back of, Sheldon's back. What I did, if you can see, I wanted to kind of keep the pattern going when I did small, big, and I wanted to bring some on around this edge. So I started with the first flower medallion, and I just snipped it in half, like so. Okie doke. So, I'm sorry I can't read all your comments, guys. It's kind of at a wonky angle, so I promise I'll answer if I can see them. All right, so if you notice on his back here, now I'm going to do this one and not really sponge. I'm not going to sponge today. It'll take a little bit longer. So if you can see, this one fits really nicely under here, and I just started mine with, I put snail on the back of the circle. And I usually start with snail. I don't use Tombow at the beginning because if I decide I need to move something, I want to have the ability to do it and not tear my paper, because I have completely taken them apart after doing them before. Trust me. Okay, so I started with the first one here. Then I added the second one down at the bottom. And you can see I just kind of tucked it in there. You see that? Oops, tucked it in there. And it's going to get a little hidden down there anyway. And if you want, you can actually cut off this last one down here. If you look on Sheldon here, he's got 1, 2, 3, and then I sliced it right there. So we'll go ahead and trim that one off. Like that. So that's his body with the back. Okie doke. All right. Now, the other parts of this that I really love, I was really excited when I saw this punch come out, and it wasn't because I was going to be making balloons with it. This double balloon punch is awesome. If you don't have it, you need to get it. It is great for punch art because these shapes are absolutely perfect, and you can tell on Sheldon. You'll see how I use them, but honestly, it's a perfect punch for this. So if you notice Sheldon's face, this snout that's sticking out right here, it's just one of the larger balloons. Okay, and I just trimmed off the little top of the bottom of the balloon like that, and then the back of his head is actually one of the small balloons. All right, and I did the same thing. I took it and I snipped off the bottom like that. All right, so these guys are going to go like this. You see that? And on Sheldon, I try to add dimensionals on mine too to make them stand out three-dimensionally and kind of come to life more. You know, you guys know me. You know these things talk to me and I name them. It's an experience. All right, so this is going to be his face right here. And for his, the mouth that's under here, well, first let me show you his teeth. The smiley teeth came from the 1 1/4 inch scallop punch. And I just punched out one of a Whisper White. And I just kind of cut it in half like that. See that? All right. And then I put a little snail on the back of the snout right here. And adhered this down so you can kind of have them peeking out the bottom like so. See that? All right. Now, I used the 1 inch circle punch, and I punched out one out of Wild Wasabi and one out of Basic Black. Scoot Sheldon up a little bit. There we go. And I just added a little snail, and I popped on the black one. I pulled down the part with the teeth there down, so it's just kind of peeking out there at the bottom like that. And I added a little more snail, and then took the 1 inch underneath of that, layered it down there. See that? Oh, thanks for the hearts. Lindsay will be excited. Those were pink hearts. See that? So that's how I got his little smile down here. And then for his nostrils here, one of my punches that stays out all the time, I use it constantly, and you can tell it's been well loved, is my owl punch, my owl builder punch. I use these circles and the hearts. Use this one all the time. This is a great punch to have, and not just for using this particular shape right here. These guys are really nice to have all in the same punch. So I took Whisper White, and I punched out 2 of the larger circles here. And then I took, let's see, let's do a snout first. I'm sorry, I started moving on to eyes. I punched out 2 out of Wild Wasabi, right there. And I punched out 2 out of Soft Suede. Now that's the only soft suede we're going to use on this one, so you don't need anything but a scrap. Now, if you notice on his nostrils here, how they have a little half moon or the moon shape cut out of them there. You can either stick it back in the punch and punch the circle out, or just take your snips and just kind of go around like so. See that? You see, you think this is going to be really hard, and then you see it and you go, well, that's not hard. All right. So these are the bottom part, that's the top part. You can, for this I would use either Tombow or use my fine tip glue pen. I'll see if my fine tip is, let me see if it's open. So I just put a little dot, oops, little dot, and then pick these guys up and stick them down. Whoop. Well, try to stick them down. There we go. And do the other one, like so. See that? And then I'm going to put them right here on his face. So I put one over here and one over here. You guys keeping up? Am I going too fast? I hope not. There we go. Oops. Wow. The blue goose picking up tonight. There we go. This one over here. It really does. It's a great, great tool to have. There we go. All right, that look good? All right, so we'll set that over here, and I'm going to show you the eyes. So like I said, the base, are you guys not seeing me in the right way again? It flipped. Huh, all right. I'm not sure why, because I still see it the same way. Let me try to move you. Flip. Flip. Okay, did it work then? Is that good? Now you're up. Now I'm upside down. That is so weird. Doggone it. Let me see. Okay. How about now? Anybody see me? Now it's upside down. I don't get it, guys. This is weird. Good thing I'm going to post this to YouTube. The people will be... Okay, how about that? Definitely keeps things interesting. You are so right. All right, how is it now? Now it's okay. Jeez Louise. I can't turn it one more half turn because of the base. All right, let me try. Hang on. Okay, if I do it like this, can you see? Is it cool? Will this work? Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to just work from the side and we'll figure it out next time. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I think that's a thumbs up. I hope that's a thumbs up. Okay. All right, let's do it this way and see what happens. All right, so like I said, the back of his head right here is one of the small balloons, and it's going to be turned right side up. Oh, I like it when you say it's you, not me, or it's Periscope, not you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive here at the bottom of this little balloon. And I'm going to stick this down and try to get it, so leaving enough room here so I can go back and put his eyes on there. But I'm going to leave the top part here without adhesive. You got that? All right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the eyeballs and put those together. Let's see. So like I said before, the little white circles were from the owl builder, the biggest of the eyeball circles for the owl. And then I have 2 out of basic black, and I did 2 out of Bermuda Bay. And those were the medium-sized circles on the owl builder punch. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of glue here, like so. And I'm going to put the Bermuda Bay ones on first, and I'm going to kind of move them a little more towards the top, not just a little above center, like that. And I mean just barely above center, like that. All right, because he has blue eyes. And then we're going to put a little bit down here. Oops, a little bit down here. And put the black part on. Now you can do a smaller black circle if you'd like. I just kind of liked him with bigger eyes on this one. Just kind of made his eyes pop. And this is going to fit underneath here anyway. All right. So what you can do now is you can get your glue dots. Glue dots. I think I saw Rosellen. Hi, Rosellen. All right, we're going to take our glue dots. Oop, and I pulled it off. I'll put it back on when I get over there. Hang on. Because it's live. And I'm going to tuck them in underneath. Remember, we didn't put... You're hiding in the bathroom. I don't think I've ever stamped with anyone in the bathroom before. All right. Now, we're going to put the black one. It's going to go... Rosellen, Periscope keeps flipping me around. So, it's a good thing you waited a little bit. Come on. There we go. All right. So you can kind of play with how high or low you want the eyes to be on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a glue dot on the back of the black one too, because this is fine tip glue pen's not playing nice tonight. I think probably because of all the humidity in here. We were in the basement with a tornado warning earlier. Did you guys have a tornado warning? There we go. All right, and that guy is going to fit right on there. Ugh, it was very scary. Lindsay doesn't like tornado warnings or going to the basement. Zach doesn't either. All right, I got to fix this, guys. I'm sorry. My fine tip glue is not working tonight. All right. Hang on. Here we go. The glue's saying, nope. I don't care if you're live. Not my problem. All right. Now, after we get the top of his head all sorted out, we're going to put on the little green above his eyes, and that's to give it just a little bit more perspective. There we go. Let's glue this sucker back on there. All right. So it's going to go like so. Now, what I do for the the little green part here above his eyes is I took my owl punch, and can you see that right there? I missed what punch's nose is. Oh, it's the large balloon with the double balloon punch thingy. Yeah, the balloon punch. All right, what you're gonna do for those little pieces over his eyes, right here, you are going to take your owl builder punch, you're gonna put it in just a little ways in like so, and punch, and see how it leaves you those little half to quarter circles, I guess. And then take it back in, move it up a little bit like that. Can you see that? And punch. And that's going to give us these little moon shapes. Okie doke. Thank you. And then I'm just going to stick a little in here. It probably won't stick again, but I'm just going to put it in there so we can set it aside. Put that there. And then just slide these guys, let them in there. That's one really cool thing about using your punches like that, is you can get some really neat detailed shapes out of there if you just stamp and then go back, or punch and then go back in again. Yeah, it gives you a lot of versatility. There we go. All right. There's his face. Again, not sponged. So you can see the difference. See how flat this one looks and see how much dimension this one has. So that's why I tend to sponge a lot. All right, so once his face is done, you're gonna have another large balloon. Oops, I turned. I'm sorry, guys. Another balloon. And you are going to put a little bit of, or no, actually this time we're going to use a dimensional. Let me see. There we are. We're going to use a dimensional. And we are going to take our balloon and our base, put a dimensional on the back here, towards the side over here. There we go. This is going to be his neck, and this is what makes him look like he's looking back over his shoulder. You see that? Like that? What is that blue handle tool? That's a good question. We were just talking about this. This is called a pick-me-up. It's not sold by Stampin' Up, but it is awesome for doing punch art, because this blue goo helps you pick up little parts and pieces and set them down where you want them. And it continues to just fill up until all this is used. And the other end has a flat end and then a pointy end, which I've totally bent using so much. So it's a really cool little tool. I got it at a big box store, I think probably Michael's or one of those. I have 2 of them that I've been using. Okay, so there is the head and the neck, and then you can see here on the original that he just is going to go behind like so. Okie doke. So put a little snail back here. Oops, there's a little, we'll add a little more for good measure. Put this guy back here like that. Gotcha. Hi, Kimberly, my California girl. There we go. All right, now, sorry, we're taking a long time. Let me get you going. You'll look down here. This part of his hind leg that's back here is another big balloon. We're going to cut off the end and add a dimensional or 2. Thanks, Nancy. Good to see you. And 2 dimensionals, I guess. And then this is going to sit kind of over towards this side. Oops, towards this side, like so. Gotcha? All right. This, the front part of his leg down here is going to be another big balloon. See, I'm telling you, you get your money's worth out of this punch. I think that's the big one or the little one. Oh, nope, it's the little one. Sorry, I lied. We're going to add the little one. And you'll just trim off the end like we did before. And then put a little bit of snail at the back end of it here. tack it right under. Oops, like so. Tack it under there, like that. See that? Now, for his little toes, you're going to use the teeny little scallop, 7/8 scallop inch punch right there, and punch out one of these. And what I did was I went down to probably the top third of it and just trimmed and kind of scalloped out so it looked like his toes were going to be fanned out. Aren't they cute? All right, and we can add a glue dot to this one. Now again, you guys, you know, you can use whatever adhesive you're comfortable with. I tend to grab whatever's on my table. Aren't they cute? All right. So this guy's going to go under here like that. There we go. All right, now for his tail. His tail, we're going to get that 2.5 inch circle punch again, and a piece of wild wasabi. And this is another one of those times where you're going to go in, you're going to punch. Oops. And then you're going to take your punch and go back in, and you can decide how big or small you want his tail to be. But you can see on mine, let me move that a little bit. You can see on mine, see how it's just that little bit of a tail. So I'll bring it up like so and punch. Now we're going to need some more of those flower medallions. Need another one of those, which I've already punched here. And for these guys, what I did was I started over on one end like so. I put some adhesive on the back of the little C piece for the tail. Also, I love this paper. Have you guys I usually do sponge every piece. On this one, I'm not taking time to sponge, but you can, I'm showing you the difference in sponging and not sponging, and this, it just makes it pop. So on this one, it's sponged with soft suede. All right, so over here on the tail, we started with one of the little pointy parts here, like so. And I went in and I trimmed it, like so. See that? And then I brought it back again. So big, little, or little, big, little, and then big, like so. And you can do these as many as you'd like that. All right. Those are the other two. And then I took it back one more time. Oh, need a little bit more now. Like so. Brought it in there, kind of to the end, like that. And then I just trimmed it off here. I'll trim here. Like that. And then just trim along the tail. Whoop. Like that. Isn't that cool? And then what I did for my tail here was I put snail on the back and where it attaches to his body. Back over here. And you can kind of play, I kept going back and forth. It depends on how far your space is down here. Mine, I was trying to, last night when I was creating, I was trying to get this so it covered, because on this one I cut the circle off flat, so it went flat across, but I decided I would leave it on as a full circle on this one to see how it worked, and I kind of like it better. So leave that 2.5 inch circle hole back there, and then you can do his tail like right about there, and then just stick a dimensional up here at the top. Like that. There you go. See that? So that's the general idea. That's Sheldon. Now, you like the sponging better? I was talking at the beginning too, if you missed it, when sponging, I did this one with soft suede. It just depends on the kind of look that you're going for, but you can either use color on color, so I would use Wild Wasabi or Pear Pizzazz on color on color and sponge it, or use white. On this one I use soft suede to kind of give it more of a, I don't know, an aged look. I thought a dinosaur would be cute with that, but you can do it either way. If I were doing it for a baby card, I might use maybe white just to kind of bring out the colors more. So there's that. All right. How I did his nostrils. Yeah, the nostrils were done with the Owl Builder punch, and you can go back and see they're made using these two circles, the bigger circles. And you can run it back and see how I punched them out. It's really cool and really simple. All right, so now that I did Sheldon, I am going to come back again, probably next week, and I'm going to do a step-by-step for this sweet potato. So, yeah, soft side. So if you guys would like to come back and see how I made my stingray, please, please, please do. I had so much fun doing this, and this is with the Dazzling Diamonds Glimmer Paper. So I will definitely be coming back with a step-by-step of this card, and also how to do this cool background. So I hope you will come back and join me. If you saw any of the supplies here that you would like to get, and you need to purchase them, you can go to my online store at suitablystamped.stampinup.net and shop to your heart's content. There's never a line, the lights are always on, and there's nobody pushing to get you out of line. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I had so much fun showing you, so please, please come back again soon. This has been so much fun. Alrighty, if you missed anything, go back, and you can go back and check it again, and I'm going to post this on YouTube too, so you can go back and double check it as many times as you want. All right? Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you again soon, okay? All right. Oh, hi, Diana. Oops. All right. All right, I'm going to go. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night.